Cool. We'll see if this works. Give it a go. There we go.
Hi guys, we're
golly, fighting this bad boy.
We're gonna try this once again. I don't know what's going on. That maybe security cut our internet access here or something. But let us know if you see it and if there's no hitching stuff. And right, yeah, I blame Jesse and Tom Gazage for this. But we're going to start from the beginning, so that when we save this out to YouTube, people don't realize all the pain and stuff we had. So my name is Mike Lesko. I'm the community manager on Project Spark. I'm here with Team Dakota creative director Henry Sturchy, and we have Ricari, who is our engineer today, that's helping us work stuff. And we're going to blame him for everything.
That's fine. I'll take the blame.
Unless things work well. Unless things work well, and then we're going to say no, that he had nothing to do with it. So
here we go. We got.
Yeah, but what'd you do? You don't even know what you did.
Did you try turning it on and off? That phrase is just the bane of my existence.
Yeah. So today's an exciting day. It's the launch of the Xbox One beta for Project Spark. We're actually streaming from Studio C, which you guys probably heard me say 3 times now because we've been trying this. But we're streaming from Studio C because we're on a different area, and Studio C is where all the big teams are, and so we kind of snuck in, and Ricari, held open the back door like kids sneaking into a movie theater, and we came in, and it was great, and hopefully nobody interrupts us or realizes we're here until it's too late. Big news, few things we want to talk about. Today's officially February 32nd. Some people like that. Some people found it was frustrating. It's one of those things where we couldn't really talk about the date. The agreement was it would be announced at 6 a.m. today. Like everything we kind of do at Team Dakota, we're a little bit rogue, and so we try to do what we could to kind of let you guys know, give you an idea on when we were trying to get it, without coming up and violating kind of the agreement that we wouldn't announce the date so that's where we are there. I know everybody was kind of like, well, where is it? And so finally we're there. It's up there. So if you wanted the real question, how do I play Project Spark on Xbox One? That's the question I'd want to know. It's a question we're seeing on Twitter and Facebook and everything. So first thing, what you do is go to Xbox, and Henry, you have the way. What is the way to search and install the game?
So you want to say Xbox Bing, which might send us there, and then you want to say Project Spark. That's the best way. You can also, I can show you here, you can go to the Games tab over here in the store, and then I actually backed out, and you can go to the Games tab in the store. I'm in my apps.
He's new again.
So go to the Games tab in the store, and then you can see, you can go to something like New Releases, and then you can hit the little button down at the bottom, and we should be sort of towards the back here. So that's another way to go ahead and grab it. But the voice stuff is pretty magical. So Axe Fresh PvP is asking a good question. Is it me, or does Project Spark look darker on Xbox One? So Project Spark does look slightly darker on Xbox One, and it is something we have in the queue to be fixed in the next update. So you will definitely see.
That's because everything is cooler on the Xbox One.
Everything is a little bit new to see it on giant TVs too. I know when I fired it up, I was kind of in a state of shock.
Yeah, I was too. I kept watching the intro trailer over and over again. Yeah. So that was cool. So then the question is to get a beta key. So try to make this really concise, although it probably won't be. If you're already in the Project Spark beta with Windows 8, then if you log in with the same account info you have, the same gamer tag, download Xbox One, bam, you're playing, good, no problems. If you have a beta key, but you haven't entered it yet, you haven't tied it into your account, you can use that key whether you got it in December, or you got it yesterday, or it has zeros, or it doesn't, or you bought it from Ricari off eBay, wherever you got it, right? You can use that key. You go to projectspark.com, which is our website, and if you go on, I believe it's the welcome page, you'll see a box that says redeem beta key. Click on that, it'll pop up, enter that in, it'll make sure you're logged in with the game, the account tied to, or the email tied to the gamer tag you want to have access to, and you'll immediately have access. Now, if you don't have a beta key yet, the first thing I'd say is, where have you been for the last, 9 months? I mean, geesh. But if you don't have one, or if you did get one and then you gave it away, or you
did something equally foolish.
Yeah, you did something to lose it, or you deleted it, or whatever. Then you can go ahead and sign up at ProjectSpark.com. And generally, it's about 24-hour wait right now. We'll see. We get a lot of folks in, so we got to see how many people.
So somebody asked a question that I'm going to respond to real quick with Xbox. Record that. And there we go. So you can upload to Project Upload.
Nice. And the last one is that if you did receive it and you gave it away or whatever, I guess I kind of already said this, but we're going to send out everybody who signed up on there, all a couple 100,000 people, actually more. We're going to send, on Thursday is the plan, we're going to send out keys to people again. And it's not just going to be one, we're going to send more than one. I don't want to guarantee it until it happens, but we're going to kind of give you guys a few extra keys to share with friends and family. Resell it at Ricari's eBay store, whatever, and you're going to be able to get the keys that. But that's going to be Thursday. We want to make sure that we have enough. Everything's going smooth and everything's great so far. The service is holding up really well, but we just want to make sure and be very careful when we go through to do that. So we're planning to do that Thursday. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see. So first off, zombies. What's going on with the zombies in the pictures? Or zombies?
Those are real. So zombies are coming.
Zombies are real, guys.
Zombies are coming. And,
you didn't think they were real.
They will be available soon. I don't know if Mike has any more information on that.
I was looking to you for more information.
Soon.
I was half expecting them to show up in the build today.
They are not in the build today.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Well, that was a... So it's really just a tease then?
Yes, but they're supposed to be really soon.
Okay.
So the zombies will come in their own standalone pack. And you will be able to, they'll have some default brains, they have a cool mechanic where they'll spew zombie goo at you. When they hit players, they can, when they kill people, they transform people into zombies, a bunch of cool stuff. They look amazing, and I think all the cool zombie games that people have been waiting to make are really going to happen.
Sweet. And, who was it that did the, was it Abra, or was it, I think it was Abra that did the Thriller one that we checked out last week. Poor guy just did a whole thing, made the zombies and Thriller, and then we came. We wanted to announce it earlier, but
so we do not have a zombie champion. A lot of people have been asking for more enemies, so we sort of fast-tracked some enemies as much as we can. So the zombie is sort of the first one in the salvo of enemies you'll be seeing. So here's some updates in Crossroads. I'm hopping through this while Mike still continues to update on some of the key things we need to update on.
So the one of the big things that we have obviously is the Kinect performance capture. That's super exciting, and maybe at the end we'll see if if things don't go too well, maybe we'll have Henry sing Journey or something to try to save the stream. Any way you need it, right? So the Kinect is what we're really excited about. We really want to see what you guys do with it and where you go, right? There's a lot of just different options, and whether it's games of charades or you're making movies or
cinema stuff, it's like adding emotes to your movement or to your attacks. Claude did a bunch of really cool stuff in this recent press tour where he created a disco, created a cool Godzilla-like game where somebody was able to record their animation and smash through buildings and fun stuff. So Crossroads is a mode that Bridge is playing and creating. So it's sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure where you get to make the game as you play, and it allows you to use the champion characters and just kind of get your feet wet in making your first adventure. And it's one of the things that as you go back and play more, there's a bunch of new choices and things that you can make. So there's lots of things that are always changing. As you download more content packs, there's a lot of fun new additions and side quests. You get combat arenas and things like that. So I'm running through Crossroads right now. It's a really good way to hop in and play.
The controller stuff. Do you want to talk a little bit about what we put in to kind of make that easier? And I guess there might have been some unintended consequences on that too.
Sure. So we have a controller tutorial. So if you go through the tutorial on the Xbox One, it defaults to controller. If you go through it on Windows 8, you can choose which input you want to use. And we are using the Impulse Rumble. for the triggers. Primarily on Xbox One, you'll see the left trigger and the right trigger are used to create things in the edit mode. And we do this because we call them the yin-yang, and you switch very often back between like erasing and applying. And then the A button is the kind of the primary function that allows you to basically like go through all the menus and select those things. So all of that stuff, the controller has been more polished. You can go through all of the menus. Everything works on controller. Searching now works on controller and that stuff. One of the unintended consequences with the rumble was that the rumble is rumbling a bit hard when you paint and hover over objects in Windows 8, as the community pointed out to us very politely and properly and through the right channels yesterday on the live stream, which is awesome. And we already have a patch that should add the option to turn rumble off, and we've already lowered the intensity of the rumble on the Windows 8. So that's only on the Windows 8. On the Xbox One, the impulse rumble is a very nice, steady rumble while you're applying stuff. So some of the cool things in Crossroads is you can just kind of play around and interact with stuff. So if I pick up this little stuffed animal, I can put it on my back. You see here I can hang out in the village square. There's some cool fireworks that I can launch, so I can have my own little fireworks show. And I'm going to pan the camera up here so we can kind of capture and run backwards a little bit. So you can see there's little fun things that you can find and interact with. As you're building up your village, you can add your own little villages and your own buildings. So one of the things here, I'll add the forest hut. And then when I add the forest hut, I can notice, hey, there's a little squirrel buddy over here. And that gives me a cutscene. And then if I go through the dialogue, and I can recruit the squirrel to sort of help me be a sidekick here on my mission. And he'll squeak and he'll follow along. So what you may have seen there is, as you make these choices, one of the things that you can do is you can dynamically draw this path with Spark. And the really amazing thing with that is, as you go over water, Spark is putting down bridges. As you go over the path, Spark is putting down little teleporters and coins. So it's dynamically generating gameplay as you go. And one of the things you'll see here is a side quest. So I'll hop into the side quest, and I will pick, let's see, I'll pick the observatory, but I will give you a warning, the volume when the meteor hits is pretty loud. So if I pick the observatory side quest, I can hop up here. And there's a bunch of new side quests that are in for people who've been playing this before, and a bunch of stuff around that you'll be able to see. So I hop up here, and I take a look and see what's out there, and oh no, a giant meteor. So now I can determine where my meteor is going to land, and that'll dynamically change the world as I go. So we'll take a look here and see the incoming meteor. And brace yourself, loud sound effect. And you can see I can look around.
Sorry if that was loud. You were warned.
I can hop down and investigate the meteor. The puzzle stones did change, so there's definitely some different, some clues for the puzzle. I fell off the ladder. So let's hop down here and continue on our journey. One of the cool things about Hawken is here, he's got this ghost spirit sigurd that he can call upon to do some ranged attacks. He's also really good in combat, and he can block. You can see there's a spirit meter below my health bar on the left. As I charge that up, I can do some advanced attacks, like I can do these saw blades here. So I can spend sort of spirit meter to do that. I can also do a double tap to do a cool shield bash when I build up my spirit meter. So here's another side quest. I'll skip that one for now, and I'm heading into my my boss battle area. So as we get to our cool castle,
on guard.
They want to know how many guards are guarding. Let's do the default right now. And here are the very angry guards. So you can see here we completed a challenge for making a bunch of choices in Crossroads. One of the cool things about Hawken is I put the spears, the ghost spears out, and I smash them. That'll actually build up my my spirit mana faster. So that'll actually give me access to a bunch of magic powers quicker. Get this cool here. Another thing cool is that the ghost spirit can proc. So his attack can kind of fire off and give you a nice damage add, because this character is a bit more defensive. So having the damage add is a nice addition to his arsenal. Finish this guy off here. One of the things you may notice if you're a returning player too is we've adjusted the camera for the champion. So we've got a little bit more of a isometric view, and that was to do some gameplay changes and alter some stuff that is more complementary to the champion's skills. All right, so let's go ahead and take down the goblin chieftain.
So El Camino had a question. He wanted to know if you only get these modes if you have the content pack.
So there's a bunch of default stuff that's available in Crossroads. So that mode is completely available in the base pack that you get when you download the game. There are things like additional side quests and characters. So right now this character is available at Knight's Combat School. And you'll see that there are 2 base champions that you get, and then there are 2 that are available through the content additions. So there are some stuff that is added when you purchase those content packs. Now, one of the things to talk about is you saw I completed that challenge, and I'll go real quick. I'll interrupt my battle. I'll go into my profile, and one of the things about Project Spark is you have these challenges here in your profile, and there's a bunch of daily challenges that change every day. There's milestones and there's goals, and as you complete these challenges, you earn credits and you earn XP. And as you earn XP, you also get some bonus credits. And you can either purchase tokens and unlock those content packs, or you can use those credits that you earn to get those content packs. So, for example, there's some really cool stuff out there that you can just earn credits and purchase pretty quickly. I think Avalon is one of the lower credit things, so you can get one of those champions pretty quick. All right, so I took down the boss, and then I can put in the key. And then that takes me to my magical item that I needed to complete my quest. And then I can teleport back into the town. So Crossroads is just one of the modes that you can hop in and get started with.
No time to waste. Hand over that elixir.
So I'm going to back out here. And you'll see the website features and things like that all still work on the Xbox One.
While you're here, one thing I want to talk about, maybe it's a good dovetail. Unless you had more, you need to jump back into Crossroads. I want to talk about favorites and following.
Okay. So I can hop into the feeds. So let's go to the community. So one of the things you'll notice here is right off the bat on the main menu, if you want to start off, you can hop into some of our featured community levels. So if you want to start playing pinball or barrel smash right away, you can just hop right in there. Or you can go into play, and this is a known bug. So right now the top rated feed isn't something I can select with the Xbox controller. So we'll fix that. But you can go into the community feed, and you can see we've got a bunch of UGC feeds. It defaults to newest. But if you go up to the top, you can do a bunch of things here where you can see top rate in the last 7 days. We've added some cool new things, community montage. So in this feed are all the levels that were used to create the community montage that we just released this morning.
Very exciting. Yeah.
We have a starter kit set, which has a bunch of cool things that you can use to get your creations jump started. So we have a portal gun that somebody made that shows teleporting, a car assembly, some physics for cars, a first-person shooter, a 2D platformer sample. So, we've got a bunch of stuff that you can use to get started. But one of the really cool things here is we can now go into these levels and we can say add world to favorites. Now what that will do is I'll be able to come back out to this feed and I'll be able to go into my favorites. And then that level that I just added will be right there in my favorites. So it's super easy to find these again and go ahead and go back and get nice queue of bookmarks or levels you want to do. In addition to that, I can go into this and let's just say Aim Sniper A2 is the creator. Let's actually grab a different level here. So let's go into our feed real quick. So let's say Team Dakota Creations, and we've got Swan Song. And every now and then, we'll be posting some new things. So let's follow this creator. So by following this creator, I can now go into my feed, and that will allow me to see all of the things that Team Dakota has created. So when something new shows up, it'll show up right here, and it's just a great way to be able to get updates and follow what's new with all the people that are making the awesome stuff.
That's great. So yes, that's one of the new things we have. One of the other ones is, I don't know if you're ready to jump into a create world, an open world, but we have some new stuff for the brain tile, including the ability to search, which I think is going to be, people will really like that. With
searching on controller definitely helps.
Because otherwise, I don't know how you do it on the Xbox, right?
Yes, searching on controller is the way to do it. The Xbox in the last update allows you to use a USB keyboard. So that is something that helps. So one of the examples, actually, I think that's a good idea is, let's go through one of the new tiles. Is you can see here, let's put something large in our level. So let's go ahead and put this bridge down. And then let's do some sculpting real quick. So I'm going to go and add. And then I'm going to add in a in a sphere, and I'm just going to add some terrain real quick. Maybe do some fun stuff here. A good tip is the right bumper. If you hold it and then you use the left stick, you can zoom in and out really quickly and easily when you're creating your world. So that's a nice feature of controller. Okay, so now when I go into this character, you can see I have here my default brain, and very easily it says follow camera. So I can go in here now and I can say, okay, I actually want to ignore prop collision or ignore terrain collision. So that's one of the more powerful things you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ignore this props collision right here. So you can see the camera is going to behave differently when I run under the bridge. So now it'll just ignore that the prop is there, and it'll let me go under the bridge. Now, if I have that tile, if I don't have that tile in, and I use the default camera, when I go under the bridge, you'll see some different behavior. And that was one of the cool ones we have. We have age, and then a bunch of other little things that are in the patch notes around some locations. So now when I go under, you can see it keeps the camera underneath, and it doesn't let me it doesn't let me go on top of the bridge. It pops through. So that's one of the more powerful things we have with the camera. We have a bunch of other features that are focused around controller. Again, very easily, you can hold the back button to undo. And one of the nice things about the Xbox controller is, I'll go ahead and I'll do a bunch of actions here. Put some terrain down real quick. And if I actually hold the button and I use the right stick, I can do a nice analog scrub. So one of the nice, quick, easy things. The other thing that you can do is you can hold the right bumper and then hit the A button and center right on your player. And that's a nice, easy way to follow your player. You can click in on the right stick and use some default zoom levels. And then you can always kind of zoom in and out to very far distances like that, which is a nice and easy way to sort of fill up your world really quickly if you want to.
One question we've been seeing asked a couple of times is about tutorials and how you get learning. So Henry showed Crossroads, which is really a great way. There's also the first time user experience that you go through. And those are the two main ways. But obviously a lot of people actually just go in and play something and then go in and remix it. So there's a lot of different avenues that you can use to do that. So that's pretty exciting.
Yes. So let me actually show you one thing that's interesting that I don't think we've talked a lot about. So let's say I'm making my level and I'm running around and I'm playing here as I've fallen through the world because I've accidentally deleted it. But let's say I'm running around through my level and I'm thinking, well, you know, I got this cool environment. Maybe I want to drop an enemy in. So one of the things you can do is you can go to the tutorial and you can grab these modules and you can create an enemy in the tutorial right here from your level. So you don't even have to change what you're doing. So let's pick an enemy from the prop palette. This again will step you through. So add a prop, use the D-pad to select the goblin. So I can go ahead and toggle through there. Now I've got this enemy in my world. And then I can snap them with the left trigger and place them. Then I go to the pause menu and test. So now just by going to tutorials while I was in there, it can go ahead and it can put this guy down. So there we go. Now I can hit the menu button, hold it in, and I can exit the tutorial and go back to my game. So some people were talking about precision. So let me give you an idea what kind of precision you can get on the controller. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shrink the cursor down and I'm going to lower the intensity. And then I'm going to move the cursor up and down with the X and the Y button. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to zoom in with the right trigger. And you can see here I can just put some flowers right along here. Feather the trigger, let the intensity, you can see even the flowers pop up. So I can actually kind of determine how much growth is there. And then zoom back and you can see sort of how small I'm able to edit in the actual environment. I can literally paint just that if I want to. So there we go. So some people have been asking about snap to grid. If you hold down on the D-pad, that'll allow you to snap to grid. One of the cool things that is good for is if I go into, I'll make my cursor bigger and I'll make a square. It'll actually toggle me in kind of intervals. And then I'll just be able to very easily hold left and right and make a very straight line by snapping to grid. So those are some of the big things. The biggest addition would have to probably be the Connect Capture. So we're going to play without a net here real quick, and we might need maybe Ricari to do a quick animation real quick. So I can get to this two ways.
Oh boy, he thought
man,
this easy.
My knees.
Right. So I can go into the brain and I can put down the emo tile, and then I can say create Connect Capture. So that's one of the ways I can do it. Or I can just hold the left bumper over my character and hit the B button, and then say enter recording studio.
Oh, so it sees me.
So let's see. So we've got them already.
What should I do?
So here
I
we
can
go.
do anything I want?
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
Just the little cheeky
There we
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
Can I do the Running Man too?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to have too much fun with this. And a cake.
Why does it make me want to go, ain't gonna hurt nobody?
Oh, I'm still going.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Do some of the
That
kid
one.
and play dance. All right,
Oh, look at my arms.
so let's stop it. And then we can go in here and we can crop it. So let's get a good frame at the beginning we like. So we can start this off.
Wait till I jump into Project Spark and make all my
All
characters
right.
dance.
And then let's pull kind of a good frame at the end here that kind of goes back. All right, this looks pretty good. And we got the foot up, next foot. All right, let's end over here. All right, so now that we've got it, we can go ahead and save it. So let's hop in here, and we'll name it rack. We could name it the Kid and Play Test Dance or something. But we do that.
I needed somebody else for that.
And then we save it. And that takes a couple seconds sometimes. All right, so there we go. So now we've created our animation. So let's hop out of here real quick and let's hop into the brain of our character. And what we can do is we can say, let's do something really simple to trigger that. So I'm going to go ahead and say right trigger, and I'm going to say pressed, and then I'm going to go into appearance and say emote. And now what I want to do is I want to go in the gallery picker. So I want to go into objects and then gallery picker. And then this will automatically default into the connect animation. So what you'll be able to see now is we've applied what was just recorded. And yes, zombie animations will be pretty sweet. So you can see, oh, let me dispatch this bad guy here. And take him out. And then let's celebrate.
Yes!
So here we go. So one of the cool things is, and we're a little bit limited by space here, is if you're actually to move, it'll translate that animation for you. So you can actually take some steps forward and then do things like when move forward, and you can play that animation.
And I can do like celebratory
So
crouching.
you can do some celebratory stuff
Yes.
and things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. So you can put any condition on that. In fact, it would be pretty simple to go in there, and I can basically say, instead of manually, I can say when. I can go into the objects and pick our little test buddy goblin. And then I can say is dead, and go ahead and do the emote. And then when the game detects that the goblin is dead, it'll automatically fire off that animation for me now. So where is he? Alright, so let's beat up on him. Take him out, and then there we go. And it automatically fired up the animation.
Yes. Oh my
Moonwalk going
god.
on
Now I
there.
need to do the Running Man in an area that's not as cramped as this office.
Yeah, it's funny because we finally got our original Twitch stream room to have enough room to do this
Yeah.
stuff, and then we come over
And then we
here and
come
Henry
over
makes
here.
us do it again. So nice, good
That
call.
is true.
So that's cool. So then there's also some additional new brain tiles, and that's obviously one of the big ones. But the other ones we have are you can jump in.
So we have age.
Yeah, you can use the age, check how many seconds or frames something
Right.
have passed and something's happened.
So what was some of the other ones? I gotta pull up those patch notes.
The game time, it's right here.
Game time. There we go.
Game time, we have the cast shadows.
Cast shadows, right? So that gives artists a little bit more control.
And we already talked about connect the capture one, and we talked about the camera collision.
Yep.
And then there's the no true false
Oh!
tiles. Oh, look who it is. I guess we did get caught.
So we just had Ricari using our Connect capture. And,
Nice.
Got to
we
do
can,
the Running
we can
Man.
show you the world.
Oh, why don't you sit down so I can...
The world's debut here of Ricari's new animation dance.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna see
we
this.
put on a quick condition. So when we kill this goblin here,
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and
We
do
get the victory
Ricari's dance. So here we go.
Henry, why don't you introduce who it is for all our
Let's check it
fans
out.
in case they don't know?
All right. So this is Phil,
Hi.
who Phil Spencer. So I don't know if you want to reveal your social media information.
No, I'm good. I'm
All right.
just
So he's
Friend of mine.
P3,
P3. Yeah.
and there's
It's my
lots
gamer
of
tag.
fun,
I've already tweeted that. So
lots
there
of
we
fun
go.
conversations, including some at my expense of late that have to do with things I did when I was young and needed the money around promotional videos. But
Turtle wax commercials.
but Phil is a huge gamer and has been an incredible supporter of Project Spark from the very beginning, and we're just so excited you could drive by.
I want to see the victory
All right,
dance.
all right.
Where
so
is this? Let's see
Let me
it.
beat the snot out of this goblin here, and we can see Ricari's victory dance. So here we go.
Oh, hit him with it.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
So that was a real quick capture in the room. for the victory dance. So
You did that right here. It's good.
So
Not a lot of room in here.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah, especially with my size, man.
I was gonna say.
Worked out.
So, we can pretty quickly fire that back up if you want to capture something.
No. I can't top that. Come on.
Yeah, that is a hard act to follow.
That is.
That is true. So, have you been following some of the stuff with some of the levels people have created?
Yeah, I saw the Fable level, which I thought was great at a time when Fable Anniversary was coming out. I'm up there usually grabbing things, trying them out. I usually try the things that are less complete.
Right.
I just try to see what people are doing. What's
Right.
your favorite?
I've really been playing a lot of pinball lately, and then we have some stuff that I think is really impressive. So I don't know if you've seen this. So somebody's actually made a reversey type of Othello game.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is people are actually starting to make like computer AI now.
Really?
So not
Yeah.
only does this have AI, but this creator Bob Schmacky threw down the gauntlet and said, "I've got easy, medium, and hard." So
get the
you can
pick-
even select your AI level right off the front.
And you can go into the brain
Yeah.
and you can actually see what how his logic is set
so
up.
you go here and flip the tiles.
Yeah.
And you can play a game against the computer. Somebody made a full battle chess game. It's 2-player.
Yeah.
But you can imagine, AI with there. People are making racing games now, and they built their own kind of spline AI and stuff like that. So some of the things I don't know if you've seen, Phil, that we added is we have the ability now to follow creators, and it generates feeds. So if I really dug what Bob Schmacky made, I can follow that creator, and then
Yeah.
I can go into my feeds, and then I can see everything that Bob Schmacky's made. Which is really cool.
And
And
we
it's a
see
great
this-
way to show
we see this as
what our
being
community's been doing.
Really
Nice.
important because we're seeing these celebrity creators come out that people are like, wow, they're making awesome stuff. What else are they making? So it's a really good feature to get in now that we're having those folks get out
So
there.
you might dig this. Give this a shot. So have you played Super Stardust?
Yeah.
So this is kind of Bob Schmacky's version of Super Stardust. I haven't tried this on the Xbox One yet. But
I
Yeah,
love
you
the
see-
fact that things get created on Windows. It's really the first true kind of cross-platform play, create,
Yep.
share. It's awesome.
so you are the triangle.
Yeah.
And you are flying around, and then you use the right stick to Robotron.
Yeah.
Where are the baddies? Where are the baddies? There's some guys coming out. So this ramps up eventually.
So we may want to actually put this on the because of the with the stick now.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it was what it was made to do.
Yep.
So maybe we want to
you
highlight this.
want it? You want it?
Yeah.
Get it, get it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy underneath. So that was one of the cool things. Is we found this level by following Bob Schmacky.
Right.
This is fun. And you can see people just going crazy with this. I love the remix possibilities. People taking a core idea, taking it different places. That's great.
So what are some of the things? I mean, we've been seeing some stuff that our users have created. Like we've talked about before, how we really want Project Spark to be a creative platform for all of Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And where do you sort of see that magic coming into our community? Who they're getting very excited about Titanfall next week. And,
Yeah.
And taking everybody on, but now they can make their own games. And what does that mean to you and to Live?
Well, one of the things that I get asked quite a bit about are older franchises that we have, and a lot of times older franchises that aren't ours, but there's definitely, like, say, a bring back Shenmue crowd out there.
Yes, people
But-
want Shenmue 3 back. Maybe it's because they left 2 on a cliffhanger and Providence.
But I think with a tool like this, with the right assets that would get created, you could actually see people, because there's no way we'd ever be able to remake all the games that people love. But people actually taking a little bit like what they did with Fable, of games that they love, franchises they love, have creators create the assets, the art assets, and then try to build games around, like remake the games that they know and love. And
Cool.
because I think a lot of
Find
times,
some
when,
more
yeah, go ahead. When you go ahead and sometimes when you go and boot those old games, some of them hold up better than others.
Yeah.
But if you've got the creative tools in your hands, you can actually go and remake things that match what your expectation is, and then even kind of riff off of that. I think about Conquer. I think about games that people love. It was really cool to see what people will do with this over the years.
That's really cool. I mean, it's the ultimate sort of handing over the torch,
Yeah.
right? And sort of saying, so we released a new community montage, and these are some of the levels that we featured on the community montage. And there's some really cool stuff here. So I can fire up one more if you have some time. We have somebody made, let's see, Risk takes a little bit. Somebody made a shooter, an old school Ikaruga shooter. That might be a fun one. We can maybe.
We probably don't need to see Flappy Bird. I think.
Yeah, I think we know.
I think Phil's had enough
we know
Flappy Bird for
what
now.
happens there.
It's too addictive. We can't look at it.
You've
It's
seen
too
somebody
addictive.
sort of recreated Minecraft in there.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Minecraft
What would be a
one,
good
yeah.
one to jump into? Let's maybe hop into. So there's the battle chest.
Yeah, I saw that.
So
Is it like Archon or what is it? Is
yeah,
it like Battle Chess?
Well, it's more chess, but then they do the
Okay.
animation, so it's not like Archon where you can beat the king. with
Yeah.
Somebody
a
should
pawn
make
if you're
Archon,
really good.
man. I haven't
We
played
should
that game
totally
in so
make
long.
Archon.
So, all right, so
Awesome.
here's a good one. So this is pretty tough. So this is sort of a vicious 2D platform. You should give this one a try.
Okay.
In the vein of like Super Meat Boy.
Love Super Meat Boy.
And I think I might hit A there. There we go. But as these stories are starting to emerge, we're seeing stuff where like even art is becoming a viable thing to deliver in Project Spark.
Sure.
So I don't know if you saw, Mike calls her Agent 9, but she put up a level called Colors. And it just completely twists and alters Project Spark's visuals. And she made this cool little marker that hops around the screen and goes from these different visual levels back and forth. Momentum,
yeah.
Y button response. So momentum's a big key in this one. And I was actually getting ready to come over here, and you want to like jump off of walls and use your momentum and stuff. So as I was getting over here, the community's been pretty awesome. They stream 24/7 nowadays. The left trigger shoots. Good. They were pretty awesome, and she was making a tree creature that was just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first started off the stream, that's a tough one. She posted it in chat for everybody to grab and remix. So fostering that collaboration and stuff like that, I think, is another big key thing. How do you see people kind of collaborating in the future, not just here, but across Xbox Live, and what does it mean to be across multiple platforms collaborating?
Yeah, for most creators, it's all about getting to scale. Where can I reach the most customers? And I mean, we saw that, like, let's say, with the Forza livery editors, with people just starting creating, people getting their own expertise. Like, hey, I'm all about AI creation, or I'm all about art. This is what I do. How do you beat this one? And
you're like bounce.
no.
Phil is playing and talking at the same time.
No, I stopped talking. You noticed?
I gave him like one of the hardest ones.
But the cross-platform really gives the opportunity just to get to more and more people, right? I mean, I love the console community, but we start talking about Windows, we start talking about phone. There are a ton of people out there, and if I'm a creator, if I'm a creator, and especially if I want to be super AI guy, or I want to be super art girl. Hey, you didn't make it.
I know, it's hard.
Can you make it? Is it possible?
Yes, no, it's possible. It's possible, especially if you go into the brains and change it all.
And then in the long run, I think you're going to find in Spark people creating full, complete games that they want to package up and that they want to market. Like, they're going to think about, how do I take something like this and actually make it a product that's mine, and that I want to deliver to the community. And in the long run, we're going to have to think about business models and a bunch of different things for those creators. But I think start off with, let's just see if we can create something that millions of people love and start creating new, unique games in, and then see where the world goes. The nice thing is we're here to support it. As you say, we've been on this for a long time, and it's something that we really believe in, both as a platform holder and as a studio organization.
Well, I think one of the cool things to me is lost genres. To me, I'm actually going to make a text-based adventure that I've always wanted to make in this.
Zork. Bring it
Zork,
back.
a great, exactly, something like that. And I'm gonna load up the shooter now, so we don't have to embarrass ourselves in Blaze Jumper too much longer.
Yeah, I think you guys have that covered.
I think we did. I think we
The
did a good
embarrassment.
job
We
with
got
that.
the embarrassment quotient.
So to me, like those lost genres, and sort of what you're saying is, maybe handing over the torch to things. The other thing that's been really key to me too is just being able to prototype new mechanics, right? You think about even an indie dev, today that is very agile and can do things really quickly. Like, they can't get a mechanic going in like seconds and say, how does this feel and what does it mean to my game in a bigger picture? And seeing the community be able to prototype their own mechanics suddenly turns everybody into designers and game makers and things like that too.
I mean, there's a ton of things that we've tried over the years. How do you create, like 3D Joust was one idea. We've always thought about how do you bring that, and we try and we never really get the equation right, so we don't take it on. But now you all of a sudden unlock the community to go try different kind of gameplay mechanics. Hopefully it moves gaming forward as people are just they take more risks. They have the tools to actually try the mechanics out themselves, and they get the community feedback real time about how the gamers are finding the mechanics are working. I think it could be magical.
Well, I mean, I think it's really interesting. We've talked about this obviously a lot because
shooting
it's pretty sweet. There's a giant boss.
What is this called?
Too. This is Space Wing.
Space Wing.
And it's like Ikaruga, so I can switch sort of the color alignment, and I need to hit the green.
And you have like tiny
characters.
Elvis down there in the bottom left
that's
corner.
showing my guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've talked about this before, and it was sort of part of the genesis around Project Spark. But I remember back in the day, so I like to date myself every now and then. Like when I'd play an NES game or something like that. Kind of the quality bar and the disparity between a great game and a bad game was huge, right? You'd play a game where you couldn't even move the character. Like it was broken, and that was a bad game back then. And nowadays development is so much stronger, and it's caught up, and studios around the world are making amazing things. And when you play a bad game now, your character still basically works.
That's right.
Work, right? And we're seeing this paradigm shift where social media and people are becoming way more active in communities, and they're voicing what they want to see, and they're shaping the future of games like this. Some of the things like the Mass Effect ending, and stuff like that. And I just think the timing is so right. And we just want to see what a world growing up with a game maker like this can do.
I think it's perfect. And now you've unlocked the potential for people to work on PC, bring it to television, on the console. They can work on the console, bring it back.
And I know you've been a big fan of trying to expand even into other areas around phone and stuff like that. So I mean,
I want more good phones.
I mean, everybody always says, "Well, doesn't your 10-year-old, you wish you had this?" And I'm like, "Yes, but my right now me is so glad I have it too."
You're right.
So I just want to see what happens 10 years from now. We had a great talk from Soren on the team. And there were some great comments on Gamasutra, and one of the producers from BioWare said, "Hey, you know what? If I had a candidate come to me with an interview and they made a fantastic game in Project Spark, and that's going to speak volumes to what they can actually do."
It's your portfolio, right?
It's your portfolio, right? And like when I got into the industry, and when a lot of other people I know got into the industry, yeah, it is the core flaws.
Prepare your ears.
What have you done, right? And now people can actually show that in so many ways. And all the ideas.
Because usually you can't do this. So obviously Phil's bringing out your best.
I'm trying to step up my A game. I matched my hat to my shirt.
Very nice. You have a shirt on.
I don't have. I have shoes on too. That's the big one. Nobody can get me to shave and put shoes on. That's the only thing.
Well, I think I'm going to head. Thanks for opening the door and letting me come in. It's kind of warm in here, but you guys are doing a good job. Love the dance. You can see more of the victory dance.
Working out too much.
Yeah.
And hit up Phil on Twitter. And
Xbox P3, that's me.
Phil, do you want to give out any codes? I know a guy that can probably get you some.
I'll totally give out some codes. Give me some basic codes. I'll post them, no doubt.
We'll shoot you some over.
Okay, see ya.
Thank you. So what's next in our program, Mike?
So we've got some new stuff if we want to jump in and show that.
All right, let's fire up some new levels. I found some new stuff last night that I think some people might have been sandbagging and putting out for the new console release.
Oh, yeah.
Just browsing newest last night, there was some pretty sweet stuff.
Sometimes it happens like at the start of the stream. People are like, hey, let me put this up so they see it.
Oh, there's a lot of levels from new people coming. I don't know where these are now. Let's see. What was one of the cool ones I saw last night? It's coming through. And then do you have a list of stuff?
I do.
Courtesy of so many new levels since last night.
Courtesy of Frog himself.
Where are they?
We've got the first one is ice hockey, which is pretty cool.
Ooh, all right, I'm gonna go see that now. The new ones I found last night are already.
Everybody gets their chance.
So
to make
it's
their own
called
stuff.
Slippery Ice and Hockey.
All right, let's give it a shot. All right.
And it was great. And Phil didn't fire us, unless that's what we went back to do right now.
He did look at like some kind of piece of paper. Okay, so this is by Axarax, and it is ice slide function work in progress. It utilizes the shadow to keep your momentum. Press R or Y controller to toggle the debug menu. Nice. Bonus feature saw working hockey puck is now implemented. Bring it to the goal while annoying the goblin chasing it. Very sweet. Okay, let's check this out. So we have any hot questions going on?
Well, they want to see face and voice capture, which
okay.
If you think
it's difficult in this room.
That's what I'm worried about. I don't want it to look bad and have everybody say, "Oh, Like, I feel like we could get away with that when we showed it 4 months before it came out, but now that it's out, I want it to look good.
All right, so let's see. So here's the puck, and the goblins are going for it. Oh, doing some cool debug line drawing here.
Well, look at that. Whoa.
Oh, whoa, I'm sliding.
Oh, you're sliding all over.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
I need more Canadian. Oh, boy.
Chill, you're in your
I need
Canadian.
100% more Canadian. Ah.
Oh, hey, wow, that
I feel like
changes
that.
the
Like a check?
I got the Olympic torch. This is like the Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan of ice hockey moments here.
You're dating yourself.
Oh, no, you gotta hit the puck there.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta hit the puck because I can go through it. Come on, get over to it.
Come on, you got it. You got
This
it.
is like air hockey gone spark.
There you go. There you go. All
There
right.
we go. All right. There. I'm heading towards the net.
Oh, well, no, you got it. Stick handle. Stick handle.
It's coming. It's coming. High sticking.
Watch out, defenders.
I'm gonna be.
That's it. I just run right over. That's it.
Oh.
If I can check him on the boards and break the plexiglass, I'd be happy.
There you go. All
right.
right. Here comes the whole team. Here comes the
Wow,
whole
this
bench.
is cool. Like, look at this feeling of skating. Like, you have to control this to feel it, but look at that. Like, it's fun just to kind of skate around.
That is great.
That's pretty sweet.
I know. Where is that Eddie Parker when we need him? I think he's in this building now.
I don't know. Is he? He's in the building somewhere. So
we probably could have called him up and helped out with that
Is
hockey.
it like Candyman, where if we say Eddie Parker 3 times?
Yeah, probably.
We can maybe get that going.
Happens in my nightmares, anyways. So.
All right. So what else we got?
So the next one we have is Dragon's Keep by Capture Cloud.
Oh, actually, I haven't seen that one either.
See,
Look at you.
Got the inside line.
Are you using the insider info from Nova?
No, I actually didn't get.
Because Nova is just crack at putting together some great lists.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna back out of some of these because it may be having a hard time finding without the dragons. Dragon's Keep. Here we go. All right, so this is by Capture Cloud. I've seen a lot of stuff by Capture Cloud recently. I think they also did. Let's follow Capture Cloud. I think they did. Didn't they do the volcano?
I'm not sure.
Did the volcano? Hey, another thing that I saw that was really cool, which was one of the levels I saw last night, was people are sort of forming like groups and clans, and they're calling themselves studios. And there was one last night that had just an amazing opening cinematic. All right,
wow,
so
look at this, huh?
I skipped through some of the directions, but I'm guessing I would want to run into here. It looks inviting enough.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a nice safe place. So where else would you want to go?
All right, so maybe not. Maybe I don't want to go in there.
That's sweet, though.
Cool. I like the way it looks like.
Yeah, no, that's pretty impressive.
So multiplayer info is still to come. I figured we'd get answered that question 0.1 seconds after.
Look at that. That is really sweet.
So it's a dragon.
Yeah, that's the whole.
I didn't realize
you didn't
I was
that?
playing on a dragon.
You were like running inside and looking for a fight, and I'm like, no,
Wow.
this is what it is. Look at this. Look at the detail this guy put into it.
That's
awesome.
crazy.
Wow, that is nuts, huh?
That is. It looks like the Komodo dragon from Freshman.
Yeah.
Wow. That is super slick. I want to hop in here and take a look at a wide view of this. Oh, we don't have all the content. We need a rock spire.
Nice.
Let's go ahead and pick up the rock spire. So one thing that
this isn't on my account, see, so I don't care. You can spend everything he wants.
Yeah, it was only one, so we can get it. All right, so let's go in here. I'm gonna have to rate it before I go in. So let's take a look at that.
Wow.
That is wild. That is very, very cool. That's just incredible. Like, let's zoom in here too. Like, look at it's the formation and the sculpting of it. I mean, this is it's like a sculpture. That's great. Very cool.
Like, that takes some real talent to even envision what it would look like.
Yeah, and the chat's saying too, really nice lighting. Like the lighting really, really pulls that out.
No, that is good. Awesome. Good call on that one, Frog.
All right, so what else we got?
So the next
Are you cheating? Are you getting these like real time from people?
No, I've got a list.
All right.
Elders City. Have you seen that? By EA 1993?
I have not.
What came out by EA in 1993?
What came out by EA in 1993? Budokan? Zany Golf? One of the first Bulls versus Blazers, probably?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Elder City or Elder's Paradise? Elder City, right?
Yep.
93, Lord.
All right, so welcome to the great city.
Yeah,
of
Ricari was
Nimrod.
like 11.
You wish I was that
all
old.
the time, man.
I was 7.
I was talking to Jared the other day about spirograph, and he was like, "What?"
I remember those.
And I was like, it was like that little thing, and you drew shapes.
Yeah.
He just looked at me puzzled, and I just said, "It was my Netflix. Okay, leave me alone."
That's how I feel sometimes when I try and explain GAC. And that was way
Oh
later.
yeah, Nickelodeon GAC.
Mm-hmm.
And you would say, "I don't know," and then you would get slimed.
Yep.
On, what was it? You can't do that on television.
Oh yeah. Can't do that on TV. Yep. Where are they now? I wonder.
Oh, I'm sure there's like VH1 episodes about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They'll have one about us three, probably. You know.
Where's Team Dakota now?
Yeah, where's Team Dakota now? And it'll turn out that the only one associated with us that ever became successful was Kari, and he will totally remember us, give him all kinds of trouble here.
Weapon switching channel. Greetings, adventure. I might have seen this when it had a work in progress. I love the use of the banner though as your UI. That is sweet.
That is somewhat clever.
It's interesting because this is a really, like a lot of people are making very open worlds and open paths, and this is a very tight, sort of small village. It has like a completely different feel.
Yeah, it is. It's very tight. It's very almost like a little tight little city.
Yeah, what is that stuff in back there too? The campfire? I wonder if I bring the torch to the campfire. Is there instructions that I obviously skip past?
Well, how would you know?
That's how I
so
roll?
automatically skip past them. So
I read the last one, and it didn't prepare me for the Tanya Harding Nancy Kerrigan fight.
that's true. But what can?
That's not much. That's true. So let's see. So I'm gonna hop out here real quick and see if I missed some description stuff that was key to progressing.
Yeah, the beta's going to last until release. We don't plan to. We're not like those respawn guys that let you have beta and then take it away. We always, you know, in GDEX for Kari, we actually we were like 10 points above Titanfall. So I'm just, you know, just saying that. I like to talk
I'm
smack
missing
about
like
these guys.
a massive annex to this town that has like all kinds of cool fountains and stuff. So
way to go!
I know.
You going back
It's
in?
not
Or
even
we?
close. I'm going back in. I'm going back in. I'm going to do it. We have confidence that I can do this better than my blaze jumper demonstration. See, Reenie's baby just bought their son a spirograph for his birthday. Spirograph still exists, Jared, if you're watching.
Jared, wherever you are today.
They still exist, huh?
I guess so.
Does Wooly Willy still exist? Was that his name? Remember the guy that had the little magnetic stick and you could move his hair around?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was actually one that was
right.
ironically called like Hairless Henry or something like that. I think
Really?
they had a whole bunch of different versions for it. But yeah, it's probably like the metal shards. I don't know if that's like even safe these days. But yeah, it was like metal shavings, and you would have like a little magnet, pointer or like marker, and you would be able to essentially like make hair and stuff. All right, so how am I going wrong here?
Do you have to grab the torch?
Creating has gotten me. Here we go.
Actually, the most difficult game of my childhood was the water game with the rings.
Oh yeah,
I hated that. Brutal.
And there'd be like the only thing you could do at a doctor's office in the waiting room, right? It'd be that or read like a magazine that was totally inappropriate for like
with pages missing.
Reading, right?
Yeah.
There was even that or the little water aqua ring game. That's pretty funny. Well, I thought it was funny. Like one of the first things somebody made in Project Spark was a snow globe, and it was like hilarious. You could like hit the button and like snow would come in and fill it.
Oh yeah, that was great.
This is sweet. This is a nice little village.
Did we talk about the attachments that were in the patch notes?
Nothing to see.
Yeah, so turns out maybe there was a little over-exuberance.
There was some overzealous on the part of some socket attachment patch note writing designers.
Yeah, so
there's more sockets coming. So you will be able to attach things to more sockets, and you'll have more flexibility when you're creating your own characters and making your own creatures. That's coming. It was supposed to. We thought at first it had made this, so it's in the patch notes, but it will actually be in a hopefully very soon future update. So we won't leave people waiting too long on that one. But there will be new sockets, and that just really blows open the possibilities on how you can create your own creatures and stuff like that. And we've already seen the amazing things like the Stone Dragon, and this is just going to take it up another level.
Right now, that's pretty cool. Sorry that we misannounced it, but you know what? It's super close. And
so Abra is saying they are in there.
See, I don't know.
Some people are saying they are.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay, so here's the deal. So they're in the tiles, but they're not in the character studio. So that's probably what's exactly happening. So we should just update the patch notes for that. So I'll have to back out into the creations.
So
that's
what does that
why.
mean?
So when we looked at it earlier this morning, and people were asking about the sockets, we went into the character studio to see if they were there, but they were not. So that's where we got confused and thought they weren't there. But they're saying that if you go into the brain, you'll have the sockets. So I'll show you real quick what that means. So follow Project Spark Twitter. Okay, so if you hop in here and you go into the character studio where you can do your recording, one of the things you can do is attachments. And then when you add new, you can say something like, I want an acorn and I want it on his head. So there's some new ones, but they never made it into this UI. But if you go into the brain of the character, oh, that's what it is. The sockets are only in the humans. That would make sense too. But he's right. They just showed up there too. So they're in.
I don't know what to believe in you guys.
No, they were
Cats
just there.
sleeping with dogs, pandemonium.
Go back. Go to the patch notes. They were just there.
Mass hysteria.
That's right.
It is. It's just crazy.
Wait, they were here. There you go. So that's the list I think that's in the patch notes.
That is the list.
So they're just is that they're only on humans.
Right, but I thought that was the plan. To be fair,
all right, I'm confused now. They're saying it's not in the brain and it's only in the character studio. So let me check that real quick. So go into objects and then
we did get these kind of at the 11th hour last night. So
check this, and then player.
the following sockets are now available for attaching through Character Studio. So that technically is true, right?
Yes.
So we didn't say anything about these.
The brain tiles. So that's the problem. We need the brain tiles. All right, so that makes sense now.
Okay.
Which means I won't be able to see them.
So
like this. Yeah.
Patch notes are correct.
Yep.
There you go. I just don't like to lie to people unless it's really important, in which case I'm happy to lie.
All right, so we got that cleared up. So they're only in the recording studio.
Yeah, it's a good thing you guys were here to let us know what's in our game, right? Thanks, folks.
All right.
So now the next one we had was
let's take a look at the tree.
the tree. Okay.
I want to look at the tree real quick. I think it was called Socket 1 or something like that.
And then Mindspace Cart.
Oh, that one's awesome. The Minecart one?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
I have not, no.
That one's really cool. Goblin's Gold. See, look at the new ones as we're going. All right. So
That's
that
because
clears
everybody's
up
trolling
our
the
socket
stream.
confusion. And the new sockets aren't in the studio, but they can be added manually. It's totally confusing. We should have the community write our patch notes.
Yeah, could you guys write our patch notes?
I agree.
Can I just forward them the whole list of the bug list?
I think
the
so.
3,000 bug
Let's just
fixes
do
and
that.
let them go?
Fern Man demo the sockets. There we go. So they're not in the studio, but they can be added manually. They should be in the studio. They should be in the tiles. All right. So this was made live by Agent 9 in the community stream. And the eyes were just tripping me out. I was talking to everybody as I came over here,
Oh
and
my
I could not
God.
stop looking at this. And the tree can attack. So anybody who watched Poltergeist and was frightened by the tree, you can now relive that incredibly frightening moment. When
relive that terror.
So I gotta hit the mystery button. Wow. The mystery button is a tree dive roll.
And she just did this all live.
Yep.
That was amazing.
That was pretty sweet. All right, so let's see if we can debunk.
Of course,
the socket
all
mystery.
like development stopped at Project Spark, and we had about
We did
12
have to
people
come check it
around
out.
our
Wow, look at
Twitch
this.
stream.
All kinds of cool attachments.
Look, there's a naked guy
Yeah,
know,
that's what Phil was talking about.
naked guy
You
inside
gotta
every
watch out
tree.
for this.
Yep.
Oh, see, look, using the new ignore prop collision tile already.
See, look at that. She's
That
like a
does
pro.
help when you're creating stuff like this. Very cool. Looks like there's some logic down here, potentially. Super cool. Emote sad. Grab the character again. Very cool. All right, so what's next?
So the minecart.
Minecart. What was the full name?
Mindspace cart something. You don't think that's enough?
I don't know.
It's not Moon Cart, although that
Maybe.
could be a fun game to make.
Is it Space Cart, you said?
Space, yeah.
Never mind, we need Rob on here to do the typing.
Yeah, that is true.
It is a naked guy inside. There's a naked guy inside every tree? Wow. I guess that's possible. Will there be more UGC game slots for uploads? Yes, we definitely need more UGC game slots for uploads. We need to solve that quick. Agree.
We don't have a solution yet, but we have our best goblins on it.
Yes. Tom jumped right in.
Speaking of goblins.
Yep. Alright, so I can hop into this minecart, and then I'm in the cart. And,
Wow.
I missed the first one. Oh, there we go. We got to restart now. When I played last, I didn't have one. Oh, there we go. Oh, barrel. Ah. Oh, another barrel. Alright, here we go. I can get in a
At least the
rhythm.
barrel's gone.
I can get in a rhythm. Ooh.
Oh.
Almost. So last time I played this, it ended about here because it was very early work in progress. This looks scary. Uh-oh.
Oh, you got it.
Whoa.
You got it. Oh, oh.
Uh-oh. Lost some momentum there. All right, here we go. So this is a lot longer than last I played it. But this is pretty sweet. We got a
Wow.
nice little coin counter.
I'm waiting for him to mix it up and throw in a third level there.
I know.
Look at it.
Wow. You really missed out on that one.
Ah! So there is the. This was labeled work in progress pretty recently. So
Wow.
I think they've made a lot of progress in a very short time. Oh, there we go at the end.
You made it through.
Yeah, there you go. He made it to the first level. Well done.
It's
Well
very
done.
cool. His name is not Professor Oak.
Now, the zombie's coming sometime soon-ish.
If Tom's over there on the other side, he can follow up with Jason if he wants to say when the zombie might hit. Alright, so what's our next one? Ooh, Cabbage Shooter. I have to play Cabbage Shooter, I'm sorry.
This is what happens.
This is what
when you
happens.
stream,
I
guys.
have to play Cabbage Shooter. Wordy Boys made a Cabbage Shooter. See, everybody knows, like, there's an affinity for cabbage here. So, we have to see something called Cabbage Shooter. Can you survive the Cabbage Shooter? Oh, it's even more...
It's more menacing than we
menacing
originally
than I
thought.
expected. Oh! I'm shooting the cabbages in extremely rapid fashion.
Wow.
Very nice.
There's a lot
There's
of greens going out.
I'm going to lobby to put this in the feed just because of its use of cabbage.
Do we have a cabbage feed?
You know what? We might now.
We might need one, yeah.
We might need a cabbage feed.
Oh.
Whoa! So one of the things I asked in the last stream that I was in, not the good one with Jared, but the one before that, was a poll around the upvotes and the downvotes. And I know, how do you say Eris Led?
I just call him Eris, but it's Eris.
Eris did put up a post, but we need some more votes. It's like 3 people say they want it and 3 people say they don't. So
you can't make a decision with that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, how much more do you need?
Well, I'm not seeing an overwhelming consensus. Leveled up. Look at that.
Yeah, but it's not my account, so I'm really not.
Somebody made
all that
Titanfall.
excited.
See, look, another shiny.
Titanfall.
That looks like a very, very...
I don't know. I don't think they've gotten pretty far with
Told
that.
off on that one.
They kind of trolled you there, and it worked. They got you. Okay, so the next one we have on the list is Kaleidoscope Island.
I thought you were going to say Kaleidoscope Eyes. I'm gonna say
Kaleidoscope Eyes.
We've got a Beatles tribute. Alright, so Kaleidoscope, I have no idea.
Keilei.
L-E-I?
Search for Kale, see what comes up with.
You're doing this to me on purpose. Alright, there we go.
What? I've been spot on.
Alright, so this is by Lost Cause, and it's just a scene, no gameplay. Now I have that Beatles song in my head.
Well, you know, if you want to, maybe next stream.
What did you do? What did you do?
Really?
Alright, yes, Texas. Twitch streamer asked a question and got an immediate response. I've asked a ton of game-related questions and received no answer. Oh, we've answered Sir Green Day before.
Sir Green Day, we even called out your birthday.
That's true. Alright, what's your question?
We talked about, we said hi to Courtney.
Yes, we want to add 100% more cabbage.
Oh, more cabbage is what you
That's
want?
right.
It's all about the cabbage.
So I am in like some trippy underground purgatory. This I can see the kaleidoscope reference.
Ooh.
Not what I was expecting. So Eris is linked to Tor. Can you search for gamer tags? You can search for gamer tags on the website, but not in the game right now.
Why can't we have nice things?
Because
why do you hate the
the
community?
website has an exclusive window on searching for
Oh, that was one of those deals where
That
we'll
was one
sign
of
this
those
up
deals,
for.
yeah.
Man, God, that guy is such a deal maker.
Exactly. It was brought to you by whatever sponsor you regular in the last couple of days.
I think it was Volkswagen last time.
Yeah, it was.
Well, actually, speaking of sponsors, one thing that we do for anybody who's like really eager to get the game and they don't have the beta key yet, and this is something that Rule definitely helped us set up, was you go to any of the, I think it's like 82, 83 Microsoft stores in US and Canada, and they have Project Spark beta codes printed out on cards. You go up and see that, and then the other cool thing is they're actually giving demos. They're teaching people. They've got it up on the screens, so it's kind of cool to get it out there and do that. So if you think, hey, I don't really even how to get started, you can go down. These guys, they're great. They love. This is what they do, right? They love showing people, how to use technology and do stuff. So that's very, very cool. And
so somebody was asking how you earn in-game credits. So one of the ways is to go to your profile and look at the daily challenges. Look at the milestones and look at the goals. So you'll earn credits just for doing things like using the biome, sculpting for a certain amount of time, and then we've got some cool little quest things. So like if you go in the goals and you scroll to the end, like we teach you how to make a spawner, and if you do that, you can earn some credits just by doing some of these cool little things that teach you how to do like little tricks in game. And then you can do things like there's a little tower defense type of series of goals. But anyway, just by using the game, doing these challenges and doing the daily ones, you'll be able to get some of these credits. So Endless is asking to see his level survive the beach. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to load it up real quick. That is something I shot over to our tech guys, because the last time I loaded that one, it was on my PC and it was running really, really slow on my laptop. So we were taking a look to see what was going on with the brains that was making it run slow. And I'm going to guess it's still running slow. But let's load it up real quick and see. If it is, we'll try and show it again in a future stream. And I'll hop out real quick.
Cellular. Well, yeah, just go with cellular.
So I missed Serge Green Day's question still. We could just keep trolling him for the rest of the stream.
You know what's funny is I don't think he said anything.
See, Ricari's saying he didn't say anything. That's official.
Like a referee with the whistle.
Yeah, see, there's something firing in the brains that something doesn't like. I don't know what this is, but yeah, it ran super slow on my laptop. So we're going to have the tech guys link into it and see, what is being done and what can be done to fix it on our side. All right.
Cellular is the first one. The next
Cellular.
One.
And this is like just a spelling test for me, isn't it?
It is.
You can use credits to buy spark power. That is correct.
There's no Q in cellular.
There is now. It's
there is now.
The Oxford English Dictionary just revealed.
One of the cool new hip things. All right, so this is by Game 1 version 2.0 Cellular Automata Brain System. Switch between different rules. We'll now start to generate props and create terrain. More coming soon. I'll be extending this with rules to be used to generate random worlds, dungeons, and mazes.
Oh, I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Very sweet. I think Ricari banned Sir Green Day.
Is that what happened? Whoops.
The epic Thor ban hammer.
I don't have ban capabilities in your chat, though, so nice try. Nice try.
Oh, man. Start by choosing a rule, up or down. Next, generate the rule, Q or A. Then choose to generate props or terrain. Restart
it's hot in this room, too.
It is very hot. It is. All right, so let's see. What is a rule here?
I think it's Twitch TV just makes rooms hot.
Could you imagine if we had those studio lights in here?
Is this not controller configured well? Oh, here we go. I guess I was choosing a rule there. Oh, here we go. So maze. Let's do maze. That sounds cool. A to start, Y for props. So let's see. Hit Y. Let's see anything. Let's try B mod terrain. Well, there we go.
Well, there's no telling what changed in the patch. It's
whoa!
Holy cow! That's like a QR
wow.
code.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hold on. Maybe this is Titanfall after all.
Wow.
Huh.
Well, this is pretty cool.
Wow.
Restart world to reset terrain.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Sheesh.
That's cool.
Huh.
So I want to take a look in this one real quick. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff underneath, and then there's the land forming on its own. Look at it. That's all it is. Just these couple of objects.
Wow, that is so sweet.
That's amazing. And this one probably big giant bad brain of like 5,000 lines. Let's see. 10, not bad.
Yeah, no,
pretty cool.
It's pretty tight. Wow,
That's
that is
sweet.
that is pretty awesome.
That is very cool. Have you seen Ships and Arena?
No.
This one's pretty sweet too. So somebody made a working boat. So ST Abra is the co-creator. This one's been co-created a couple times. I'm not sure where this one came out with. The entire chat plus Mike and Harry are waiting to answer your questions. That's true. The chat is the definitive answerer of questions, I think.
You know, like if we say something and they disagree, that actually means that we're wrong.
I agree. And notice I never claim otherwise.
It's the power of community. It's the power of the crowd.
Yeah.
You know? There are books on that.
So somebody built this cool boat, and what tripped me out was it was actually like swaying and bobbing in the water.
Oh yeah. I was watching this.
So you can pretty quickly simulate. And check this out.
Wow. I didn't know. I just saw him.
Yeah, no, it's insane,
that.
Right?
Like this just reminds me of boy. Just I worked in this game. I don't want to admit it, but it was High Seas Trader. There was Merchant Prince. There was obviously Pirates. There's a lot of you know. Wow, this looks. I mean, this looks like something I'm playing on Steam right now.
I feel like I'm in Assassin's Creed 4 a little bit. I'm gonna look for the whale spots and see where I can harpoon.
Yeah, where are the whales?
So somebody's asking about Lineage. So we are actually trying to finalize the details on Lineage right now, and we hope to have it pretty soon. So we'll share that shortly. I'm trying to drag Reeb on camera and give us a nice PowerPoint presentation of Lineage, but he's been super busy and hasn't been able to make it. All right, so what's next? How many more we got to go here?
So I think that's all we have here, unless you had anything you wanted to show off that we've discovered.
I'm going to hop through the top rated in the last 7 days, because there's some stuff here. Ninjas versus Dead Things. Has anybody seen this? So this is a really cool start at a leveling system. And there's some amazing polish in here. And of course I skipped over the creator's name. The first time I selected one without your list.
See? And you say I provide no value, ever.
I wrote that in a couple of emails, but
it's your signature.
I'm not sure if I said it.
It's your signature.
I had to replace send from Surface Pro with something. Okay, so this starts off where you kind of scroll through your choices, and it's pretty sweet. So these characters actually unlock as you go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the X button, and I totally want to show Agent 9's lion statues. I haven't seen them myself, but Sax actually saw them the other day and was raving about them. So I collect, I pick a couple of starter skills here, and then it puts me into a situation where I fight a bunch of goblins on a path. And it was pretty unique control. Left and right actually moves me left and right, and then all of the buttons become skills. And as I get through here and I fight some goblins, I can call out this little skeleton pet that'll help me out here. But as I beat these goblins, my skeleton pet starts to stop lollygagging. You can see I'll actually level up. And then when I level up, I sort of go into a skill tree that has a bunch of other options around other stuff to... so I do my little celebration. That could have been Ricari's animation. And then I go back in and select my character. And then I level up a bunch of new skills. So there's some really sweet stuff here.
So Henry, there's, you know, we like to think it's all fun and games here on the stream, but sometimes, you know, there's work. We know Henry just does nothing but play games all day. He doesn't do any work. Yeah. But sometimes work comes up. This is my couch.
I just brought it in.
Yeah. So sometimes there is work that comes through. So the our services team, they're getting up. They're doing some improvements on the website, and they want to have a button so you can download right there after you register, so you can download it. And this is one of the things they're working on. And what they need is they want to know what the text should be on that button. And Bradley Reeb, who's, you know, that guy that you said can't get on, said, I'm going to defer to Henry on this.
Oh, they love referring text to me.
These guys are working really hard, so I want to reply to them right now and give them the answer. And so the suggestion from Mr. Fintel, which is not a bad one, it says download Project Spark for Win 8.1 or Xbox One today.
Today?
Now?
How about now?
Now.
Now
okay.
Sounds good.
I'm going to just suggest that we spell out Windows as well.
Okay.
And there you go. See,
that's how decisions get made.
That's right.
Let's see.
And you're going to show her
statue. So what is it called? Just lion? I knew I was looking for
Agent 9. What was your lion statue one called?
I want them to say Project Fart. You could say Project Fart, I suppose, if you want. Oh, you know what we can do? Here's an interesting thing that we can do. So I know that 9 made colors. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to favorite 9. Did I already favorite 9? I might have. And was it the British spelling?
Usually, whenever I go by your desk, you're voting down our levels. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I got. Occasionally it happens, and that's why I don't want to lose the voting down feature.
Project for Ari, it was called.
Project for Ari. Okay, so I can follow 9, and then go to my follower feed, and I can find it in there. It's called Project for Ari.
There it was.
There we go. All right. So there it is. That is freaky already. How did she do that? I'm amazed at the screenshot.
I know, right? And then you got to check the montage.
The eyes! They're staring into our souls. Wow. I have to go and look at this. Play is not the best way to show this off, I guess. See, I didn't troll that one. I'll make it up later.
you log on to your actual account and vote down. Yeah, look at that. I mean, we were watching her create this the other day. I don't know when it was because I have no sense of time in this team. But yeah, everybody was like Sachs and Schubert, and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" You know. By the way, did you know this? Today it's Fat Tuesday as well. It's Xbox One beta launch day.
Pancake Tuesday, or something like that.
And
what is that?
It's what?
Pancake Tuesday or something, somebody told me.
Okay, yeah, Pancake Tuesday, and it's also our art director, Brad Schubert, his birthday.
Wow.
He's actually 23 years old today.
Wow. So he doesn't know what the spiral graph is either, though.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. And, you know, so happy birthday to Mr. Schubert. You know, and happy Pancake Day. Coincidence?
I don't know.
You decide, right?
I don't think so.
So there you go. And Tom,
look at that.
Look at that. You're making it all artsy and noir.
Very cool.
That is sweet. So check the community montage feed.
Yeah, happy February 32nd. I think that was to tell us that the lion thing was in there.
So wait, if Schubert was born on February 32nd, that means he must be. He's really probably like 1, right?
I don't want to do any of the math.
He's probably like 1 years old. So I mean, how many times has that come around?
So what was I checking the feed for? Cool stuff to play.
Community montage and.
Have people seen Excite Dungeon? Excite Dungeon is super sick when the 3D text comes in.
What did you guys want to see from the what grabbed your attention in the montage? Which again, got to give a shout out to our friends at Lincoln Park who. They're amazing, and they're actually genuinely really big fans of
and allowed
a
special remix just for the montage.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys are totally into it, and that's I mean, it's so cool when you even have celebs that are getting into your game. I mean, that's pretty cool. So that's exciting stuff. Yeah, this is really good. This is really really cool, and Tom did a great job in the montage. By the way, guys, if you didn't like the montage, Tom Gazage is his name in chat.
That's right.
So feel free to, give him the shiv or something afterwards, or I guess the chat equivalent of shiv, which I guess would be the sword.
Yes. It might be hard to see on the stream, but there's small shadow particles that are shooting out of the character. But look at the 3D text and how it rolls in, and how the level sort of like parallax and goes on an angle. It's just super cool. It's very cool. All right, so people want us to show lemmings. So should that be the level that takes us out?
Yeah, I think so. We're almost at 2:00 here.
I know Ricari wants to do some more neck capture stuff.
Oh, I can do that.
It's like Ricari has nothing else to do than sit around and babysit us.
I had another stream here in 15 minutes.
Oh, well, so there you go. All right.
Well, we got the room nice and warm for it.
Yeah. What do you stream in 15 minutes?
Power Star Golf.
Power Star Golf. There you go.
I gotta go grab Paul, see if he's ready to get whooped.
Has anybody made a golf game?
Which lemmings do I want?
I'd probably take the one that's rated higher.
This one?
So projects, Power Star Golf. That'll be on twitch.tv/Xbox, right? So there you go. Which lemmings? They're not going to tell you. For some reason, Crossroad performance is not that great when you select Arctic. Well, it's cool, man.
Interesting. Okay. Let's try and look into why that one's doing.
You can do a COD type game as well.
Let's see. I don't know which lemmings.
So let's show this one, I guess.
Dead Man's. Okay, so it is this one. All right, so
it's a Dead Man's Party.
Who could ask? Who
You can sing Oingo Bongo.
Bongo.
Yeah.
There you go.
I just remember from Rodney Dangerfield's Back to School.
Yes, where he did the triple Lindy.
Yeah, the triple Lindy
or something. With isn't the Academy Award winner Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Was in Back to School. All right, so change lemming, activate current ability.
Wow, this looks pretty neat.
This is pretty in depth here. I just want to explode all.
Well, I mean, why
would
wouldn't you?
Why would I not want to do
Why
that?
would you not?
And I exploded all. So I can make them jump.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Change lemmings. How do I know which one I'm in control over? Is the one with the arrow on it?
Yeah.
So let's see. Filler. Does it jump? Not jumping.
So to wrap us up, guys. So Xbox One beta is now live for Project Spark. You can go to search the store and on Xbox One and you'll find it. Just do a search for Project Spark. You'll see it. Download it. You'll be good to go. If you're already in the Windows 8 beta, you're good to go. Your gamer tag will work. If you have a beta key, go to projectspark.com. There's a button there that says redeem. Enter it in there. They'll ask you to log in. Make sure you log in with the right account. Check it's the right gamer tag. And then once you redeem the key there, bam, you'll be good to go. If you don't have keys, we're going to be sending out every 24 hours or so. To do that, if you did have a key, but you traded it to Rakari for some future promise that he's totally not going to keep, and I'll tell you that right now.
Like some kind of a gold card pack in Power Star Golf or something?
Yeah.
I've got all the gear.
Special caddy power or something?
Yeah. So
can we turn that and see if we can get the facial capture real quick?
So
I don't think it's going to. We're too close here. It's not catching me at all.
That's not gonna work.
This office.
Yeah,
this
office is really
tough.
tiny.
So
we'll try to do some more of that on Thursday. Maybe we'll get James by as well, do some fun stuff.
Yeah, we haven't had James in the stream in a while. So if you're waiting for a key, or if you had a key and you already signed up, you got one, you deleted it, you gave it away, whatever, we're going to be sending out, hopefully Thursday, we're going to be sending everybody another key. And we're going to see, I don't want to guarantee it, but we may be able to send people more. We may be able to send people more than 2. So that means you can give it to your friends, you can do whatever, you can wallpaper the kitchen.
You can send some to Oingo Boingo.
Yeah, you can get Oingo Boingo on here, although, I don't know if we dump Lincoln Park for Oingo Bongo as Team Dakota's favorite.
Lincoln Park has keys already.
Yeah, so they're already in. Yeah, so they're good. Yeah. So that's what's going on there, and we'll keep looking at different stuff. We're gonna have a stream next Thursday at 3 p.m. and we're gonna be good to go. Look at these guys all sitting here banging on the glass and trying to get in.
Oh, I invited Ken, so we should have Ken hop on.
Oh, hey, well, let me get out of the way. Hey, there he is.
Hey, we're just wrapping up.
Jump in.
Sorry, last second.
No, thanks for coming by.
Oh, my pleasure.
So we were just randomly going through users' levels.
So awesome.
But we did have
same thing I was doing over the weekend.
We did have a cool Kinect animation that Rakari made.
Oh yes. Yeah, show it off again.
I can, no problem. Thanks for asking.
With some Dance Revolution?
A little bit like that. So I'm going through somebody else's level here. So we're rolling the dice on how easy this is going to be to trigger. Let's delete everything we have. So did you run and install it already?
Yes, I did.
Sweet.
So I was playing some Spark over the weekend.
We had
tutorial.
We had Phil by.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we made him play one of the cool, vicious side-scrolling platformer games. I was gonna have you play it, but we've already showed it him.
You had Phil play a level?
Yeah.
On Twitch? Awesome.
Yeah. He did.
How did Phil do, people? Did he represent?
It was tough. I think I might have given him a tricky task of talking and playing one of the hardest levels we have.
I want to play that.
So
you have to send me the link to the thing at home, the name, so I can go find it tonight.
I will do. All right, so we got 2 characters by accident, but here's the one we hooked up. There's Rakari's dance.
Very nice. So show me the most impressive level. I've seen Miss Turret.
Have you seen Pinball?
I played Pinball.
Played Pinball.
So yes, I played Pinball. Very nice.
Have you seen? Let's see.
Show me your tallest thing.
What can we do real quick? Well, tallest thing. Have you seen?
I trying to build a really tall. No, I haven't seen. I have Soren.
All right. So this one's pretty crazy. So this is one of the bigger, badder levels, and you may recognize it, being a fan. So I hear some cool Killer Instinct stuff coming too.
Yes.
New patch coming?
Yes, as well as obviously Fulgore is up next in some number of weeks.
Some number of weeks. That's about how we announce things. Today is February 32nd, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Which is how we were able to make February with our Xbox One Day. Good old February 32nd.
February 285th. You know,
all
it's
right,
like late this year. Wow.
So check this out.
Holy crap, Oli. Oh, this looks like a piece of the... No? Wow.
Nah, it's a pretty big piece.
That's rad. So these are all castle pieces.
There's some castle pieces in there. There's some sculpted stuff. There's some things just glued together. Like these look like some of the platforms.
Yeah, those are bridges.
There's a door down there.
That looks like bridges. So is this a game?
No, it's a level right now.
That's what I'm.
But it's up for people to remix and turn this into a game.
Yeah, I'm with this guy.
But you know, they decorated little sentries and guards here.
Oh, that's cool.
If you go up here, you can switch to screenshot mode, and there's something you can do when you get up to the eye. Left bumper to hide the character. To wear on left trigger. So you can see totally.
Oh yeah, they're going for the ring view.
The ring view, yep. So there
that
it is.
Ridiculous. Look, each one of those is a pillar.
Yeah.
So how long do you think this guy took?
I don't know, but the guy who recreated the first level of Fable said it was about 20 hours. And that was their first level.
That's pretty incredible. So I do have to compliment you and then slightly berate you on your tutorial. Everything in the tutorial, awesome, until it got time to do the math.
Yes.
You know, not the math is hard. I know calculus.
To do the game goal to solve it.
Yes, yes. And here's the way you print an incrementing or decrementing number on the screen. It's like, you want me to what?
We didn't need to do that second step.
Yes.
That made you redo the. Yeah, we know. We know, we got that one. So this is something I don't know if you've seen.
But other than that, the tutorial was great.
I don't know
I mean, I started into it and it's like, okay, I get it.
Let me hop out real quick because we don't have all the content in this level. Let me hop out. If you go to edit in one of your levels that you're making, you can actually bring in parts of the tutorial right there. So if you just want to make an enemy for your level, you can just bring that in.
So how do I bring this whole damn thing in? So I haven't figured that out yet.
So you just go into remix.
So I go to Eye of Sauron, push remix, and then say mine.
Content. So if you pick this,
so I have to spend money.
It'll tell you what you need to get. Yeah. So actually, it's only these two items right now that we're missing. So
only two. So what's that going to cost me?
We grab this. This is in-game credits. So this is 750 credits that you can earn from doing challenges.
I have in-game credits.
So there you go.
So I don't. What if I don't have in-game credits? How do I buy those? Because I want that tower like tonight.
We don't sell in-game credits right now.
Oh, okay. So I just have to play more levels.
And I'm not level 10 on. No, I'm level 10. So why?
Oh, so I got to be level 10 plus.
For some of the items. So
I leveled up some already.
This should be this should cover it, so we can actually go in here and look at it. Yeah, you level pretty quick once you start doing the challenges. So people want a KI character in Spark.
KI, cool. Where's Jago?
I think I hit test again. Jago would be the first character you'd put in. See, you got to do it.
Yeah.
That's Ken's mission, is to make his fighter.
That would be good. So is this? Are you twitching through Xbox now?
No, we didn't have it set up because we don't have the beta dash in here. So Ricari didn't set it up like this.
I saw that. It was quite nice.
Right, so here's how we made it.
Most ready. Wow.
So a bunch of logic cubes up here.
That is a pile of logic cubes to give him fire.
Yep.
Go into this fire. Is it the same? Did he cut paste or?
Well,
or it's just a piece of it?
It looks like it's just some effects. I think he's got a whole bunch of controls sitting up in the fire too. Is probably what it is.
Does he have an interior?
No, I haven't seen one.
Oh. See, I can hollow it out and make like.
There's not a brain in the object.
Like Cave's Quest.
Oh, he's just got a big light in there, is what it is. So here's some of the pieces. So he glued that stuff together. It looks like.
Yeah, so that also looks like bricks and columns and then you just cut paste to grab.
Yeah.
So you can group. I haven't figured that out.
Yeah. Yet. So if you go to multi-edit and then you can select whatever you want.
Okay. Yep.
And then you hit the left bumper and glue. Now when you move these,
nice.
It'll be grouped up. So you just got to select them and then glue. Cool.
That's nice. Well, anyway, Spark is awesome. Does everyone get it today? How's that work?
Everything. Anybody who had it on PC, it just works. So if they were put into the system, it just works, like you.
Yep.
Any beta key that you had laying around will work, and you just download it, launch it, and then you can enter the key. And then if you don't have a key, you can request on the website, and we're trying to field those as quick as possible. So we're guessing a couple days. At worst, you could probably have a key.
Nice.
Plus, Microsoft stores are giving out keys right now. We're giving some out in our chats. We've given a bunch to Mikey Barra. We've given a bunch. We're going to give some to Phil and all types of stuff for social media fun.
Nice. Give me some. I'll give some away.
There we go. And we can give Ken some codes. All right. Well, thanks everybody. We're going to need Ricari to send us out.
Cheers. Nice to see you, Henry.
Yep.
Take care. Your game is awesome.
Thank you very much, Ken. Thanks for coming by.
So good. So good.
On this February 32nd.
Yeah.
You guys all